Print, email, Facebook, Twitter. More opinion. Kendrick Lamar put a white fan in check over the N-word. Here's the reasoning. When I saw the video of Kendrick Lamar and one of his white fans having a bit of a contretemps on an Alabama stage over the weekend, I heard you have arrived from my societal GPS. Lamar was performing at the Hangout Festival in Gulf Shores, Alabama when he brought a fan named Delaney on stage. She got her 15 minutes of fame rapping along to Mad City, a song from Lamar's debut album Good Kid, Mad City. All was going well until she dropped an N-bomb. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's the word nigger. Media player, space to play, M to mute, left and right to seek, 2400:2400:24, and while it's not the best word to roll out of anyone's mouth, when it's coming from Becky with the microphone at a Kendrick Lamar show with Lamar standing next to her, it leads to one of those moments where the only non-jazz artist to win the Pulitzer Prize for music is putting you in check. As someone who has been listening to hip-hop for longer than I want to admit, I knew that we would eventually reach the crossroads between freedom of speech and plain old common sense, that the use of the N-word as a term of endearment from black folks in general, and in hip-hop in particular, presents. I'm just surprised that it took us this long. I say this because words, even the ugly ones that we probably shouldn't be using, have power, and everyone wants to exude power. N-word can be reclaimed by blacks since it's hip-hop that's brought us here. We'll start with a song from one of my favorite hip-hop collectives, the vastly underrated A Tribe Called Quest, entitled Suck a Nigga. Now I'm using this particular record because it's here that we first see some of the reasoning that led to Lamar having to put Delaney in check. The argument that Tribe makes in the lyrics to Suck a Nigga is that the N-word, despite its origin as a means of dehumanization, can be reclaimed by blacks. Observe, see, nigger was first used down in the Deep South, falling out between the dome of the white man's mouth. It means we will never grow. You know the word, dummy. Other niggers in the community think it's crummy. But I don't. Neither does the youth, cause we embrace diversity. It goes right with the race, and being that we use it as a term of endearment, niggers start to bug to the dome is where the fear went. Needless to say, this isn't a universal opinion. Learning about the N-word the hard way, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People held a funeral for the N-word a few years back, and when you talk to most folks who remember anything about the civil rights movement, visions of lynchings, voter suppression, and other forms of dehumanization come to mind. Heck, I spent the bottom half of the 90s in Ku Klux Klan country, when the Klansmen that I would occasionally watch on public access television used the word. It wasn't a compliment. Now, as a proponent of freedom of speech, censoring words isn't my thing. I've had more than one person say to me that we could end this whole white folks singing the N-word in lyrics thing by just not using it ourselves, something that I know for a fact won't happen. But like I said, Lamar and Delaney's disagreement puts us at a crossroads between freedom of speech and common sense. And while hip-hop has lyrically opened this N-word door, white hip-hop fans like our girl Delaney kind of need to use some common sense here. I say this because while folks may not agree with it, and the combination of the confidence that Delaney exuded as she sang those lyrics in Mad City, and the fact that she asked Lamar, "Am I not cool enough for you, bro?" when he called her on it, tells me she doesn't. The double standard when it comes to the N-word exists. Had she been around a group of blacks that didn't include a multiple Grammy award-winning artist, Delaney might have found that out the hard way. Denise Clay is an independent journalist who covers politics and social justice issues, and a member of America's National Association of Black Journalists. Print, email, Facebook, Twitter.